All right, so welcome everybody to the Facts Initiative again. We've already been interviewing several people and we'll be posting them up. But right here we have Sabrina Wright. What's up? What's up?
Hey, 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 everybody!
So just so y'all know, this is the reason why Sabrina Wright is so dope. And the first thing I heard about you was, there's somebody who took, was it $1,000?
$100 product.
$100 product and flipped it to $500,000.
Yes, yes.
You know, man, you were touching on so much on the talk that you just gave. I want to first just start with, I think one thing that people do a lot is they always talk about all of a sudden I had an idea and it just took off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I had an idea and before you know it, I was a millionaire. And there's this ugly part that nobody talks about. And it's that ugly part that a lot of people quit. What did you do to get through those valleys, those ugly moments of trying to manifest what you got right now?
Affirmations. Affirmations, y'all, because yes, it got hard. And even it appears like it wasn't going to happen for me. But you literally have to trick your mind to saying, I can do this. Everything that God has is mine. I'm God's daughter. I'm God's son.
So what happened the time? Because you're right, affirmations, but you know people are like, I got my mortgage, I'm behind on rent.
But that's an affirmation.
Mm-hmm. You say it again?
That's an affirmation. When you say I got my car note, that's an affirmation. When you say my bills are due, that's an affirmation. So you choose what affirmation that you decide you want to talk about. Mm-hmm. Because every time you say I got this bill, I got this, I got that, it may be true from an appearance, but the truth is you are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath it. So you have to really learn how to put in your mind what you really want and quit allowing the self-talk. I did have those same talks with myself. I found myself saying, dang, I done called 50 people and all of them told me no. But I could have kept saying that over and over and over again. But not saying no. The next 50 people I'm going to call, they're going to say yes. The next 5 people I'm going to call, I'm going to say yes. I could have got bummed out like which most people did. I have some colleagues that started at the same time I did, but they quit because they got too many no's. And instead of speaking, using their voice, because God gave us the power of word. Life and death is in the power of your tongue. And so they kept giving themselves bad self-talk. I can't do this. Nobody want this. Every time I talk to somebody, they broke. They don't want to do this. It's a pyramid scheme. I don't think I'm going to be able to work with this. Those were affirmations they were saying to themselves. That was the choice they made.
It's like if you say, I need money, well, the universe is going to say to you, yeah, you need money.
You need money, but you still have to be specific. Because if I say I need money and I go find a penny on the ground,
there you go.
God just gave me money. And so we have to learn how to be more specific. What type of dollar amount do you need to pay your bills? Ask yourself the right questions and I can promise you the right answers will come. You have an intuition. We have 6 higher faculties that God gave us. And I didn't even talk about it out there, and I wish I had it because I should have gave these people this information. And I feel so bad right now that I didn't give them this information.
You're giving here the moving target, so we're good.
So we have something called the 6 higher faculties. And see, most of us think the only thing we have are senses. Senses is your seeing, touching, hearing, and smelling. Those are your senses. But God gave you those to be able to live upon the earth, to survive. Those are survival senses. But if you want to thrive, you got to use your higher faculties. And your higher faculties is your intuition, is visualization, is reasoning, is your will, is intuition, visualization, will, perception, and imagination. So those are your 6 higher faculties. I'm going to give you again. You got imagination, you got intuition, you got will, you got reasoning, you got your perception, and you got visualization. And so those 6 higher faculties will help you not see what your physical reality is.
It brings you to the
universe, to the real reality.
Yeah.
And see, everything we see right now in physical is just an illusion. That's it. Of your past thoughts that now have manifested in your life.
Let's go to, so one of the things that I always do with people when I work with them, I work with teens a lot, but I also work with other men who are just like in ruts. Some women, you know, but a lot of men. And I always like to see what their space looks like. And usually when they show me a picture of their space, or if I go to their crib, there's nothing on the walls, like there's nothing feeding you. It's just either a mess and it's just empty. You know, how important is space to you, environment? And how, what did you make your space look like?
Oh, space to me is, environment is important, y'all. We are all products in our environment. And let's be real, none of us have ever seen a mansion or a Rolls Royce or, you know, anything big, right? And so if you've never seen it, how can you want it? How can you desire something you've never been exposed to? And so your space has to look like what it is that you want. If your place is cluttered, then guess what? Your thoughts are very cluttered. If your space is clean, then you leave room for God to speak to you, for you to hear things clearly. You can make better decisions when your space is clean. And so I put affirmations around me. Why? Because the world would tell you no. The world would talk about you. The world would treat you so bad and have you feeling real bad. But if you put affirmations around you, if you put pictures, like my house, I got pictures of a jet I want, a yacht I want. On my phone, I got my Bentley, I got my Rolls Royce truck on my phone. Like I'm constantly reminding myself of everything I look at is going to remind me of what I want. I came here, I could have got a regular hotel room. No, I got the penthouse suite, baby.
No doubt.
Why? Because I want to remind myself of where I'm going, not my current situation. And so most people say, well, I can't afford that. Well, guess what? If you cannot afford it, then guess what? You're never going to see it. And so you have to take what you already have and put yourself in an environment that makes you feel good about yourself. And I can promise you, the manifestation will come. Me just being in the penthouse suite allowed me to have access to a clubhouse that the average person can't come to. And guess who's in that clubhouse? People with goals and dreams just like me. And so I was able to talk with somebody today in that clubhouse that now I've manifested what I was looking for. I was looking for more funding for my juice bar that I'm opening up in Atlanta. Found a person that funds the business right in the clubhouse. But had I not had access, had I put in my mind that I can't afford that type of room, I would have never exposed myself to the man that had what I needed. And so you gotta just sacrifice, y'all, and do certain things so that you can now meet the right people. You can you can be in a place and start getting ideas just from your surroundings. You can hear the right thing and start getting an idea just from your surroundings. You can read a book and say, damn.
One of the things that you said, you talked a lot about, you know, you got to put in action. And I think people get stuck on the idea and they just get lazy. The smallest step, they won't even move. What do you say, what have you dealt with that for one? And what did you do to break through and just get off that procrastination, get off that laziness and just make moves? Like, what did you have to do?
I broke it down to the ridiculous. What I mean by that, a lot of us have big dreams. And so if you look at the big picture, then it makes you feel like, well, damn, how am I going to get this done? But I broke it down all the way to the ridiculous, meaning what can Sabrina do right now? And once you take the step of what you can do right now, the next step will come. That's what faith means. Faith is the substance of the thing that you cannot see that you hope for. So if you just take the step that you can do right now with faith, the next step will be shown to you. It's something called, well, that's why I tell people to write affirmations and meditate. But there's something called inspiration. I don't call myself a motivational speaker. I call myself an inspirational speaker, because when you get inspired, you can take an inspired action. And when you have an inspired action, the force and the power behind it from inspiration, because first of all, inspiration means in spirit. You are in the spirit of the thing that you want. And so if you get inspired, then guess what? When you take that action behind the inspiration, spirit works it out for you. Divine works it out for you. You just got to take that one little step that you can take. Use that $1 that you do have in the provision for the rest. But what we don't do is like, well, you look at the big picture. I can't do that. I don't have that, and you never take any action whatsoever.
Always an excuse.
It's always an excuse. But you have to really believe in yourself and just take the action that you can see fit right now, and the rest will come to you.
So you took $100 product, which most people would say, or not most, but a lot of people say, oh, it's a pyramid scheme of some sort. And you were like, nah. And you worked that and flipped it to $500,000.
Yes, I did.
And then you flipped the $500,000 too, though.
Yes, I did. And I'm opening up a juice bar now. I have Airbnbs in Atlanta. I have several investment properties. I flip houses. I'm a real estate investor. I have a tow truck company in Atlanta. I have a moving company, Boss Diva Moving. I have a 55 motor coach bus that does shuttles around Atlanta, take kids to different places. And so you have to learn how to use money. Money is to be used. That's why it's called currency. It's not supposed to sit in your bank account, okay? It's supposed to move. Money moves. When money moves, you multiply money. Your money begins to have babies. And that's what you want your money to do. You want your money to create more babies.
It's funny you say create babies, because I always said that I got a domestic violent relationship with money. Like we be beefing, you know what I mean? And I just can't get her to make no babies like that, right? So, well, let me not say that now. I don't have that mindset now, but I used to always say that. But what do you say to those who just don't have a good relationship with money? You talk about money, and it's automatic. It's automatic that it's like, I don't know about that. I don't got that. What practical steps do they need to take to start changing their relationship with money?
You have to really just start speaking good words. You got to stop being envious of people with money. You got to stop saying things like that's a pyramid scheme. You really got to just look at money for what it is. Money is just a tool. It's just a tool to make you better, to help other people. That's it. And so you just have to decide that I'm going to change my perspective about money. One of the things I used to do was I used to go to the bank and take my money out of the bank, feel my money, smell my money. You start having a good money is just like a marriage, okay? If you talk bad about your husband or your wife, what you think gonna happen?
Yeah.
They're gonna get the hell away from you.
That's why she never used to stay. She used to be out.
It be out. And so that is what money is. Money has ears, baby. Right. So if you are talking bad about money, it's not gonna stay with you. It's like if your friends talk bad about your friends, they're not gonna stay with you. And so you have to get a good relationship with money. Take your money out of the bank, whether it's $1 or whatever. Pull it out, smell it, look at it, touch it, feel it, get an emotional attachment to it. Start reading Forbes magazines. Start looking at TV shows that make your mind expand. So now your relationship with money will change. And when your relationship with money change, you will see the manifestation of money.
So we often hear a statement that said all money is not good money. And sometimes a lot of us, especially in the position we've been in as people of color, living in our communities, living basically in poverty, and speak to that, how you can discern between, the money not being good money.
All money is good.
Okay, talk about
money is green. So, I mean, what's bad about it? It's the only person that's bad is the person that's using the money.
Okay.
That's it. Like a gun is not bad. A car is not bad, but it can kill people for the person that's using it. Money is not bad.
Right.
It's the person that has the money that makes the money bad. Okay. And so that is what we have to think about. If somebody gives you money, it's not the money that's bad. Maybe
I'm not gonna be like, no,
exactly. So it's not the money that's bad. Maybe it's the person that gave you the money that's bad. But guess what? The money's in your hands now.
Right.
So the money in your hands now, you make it good. You go reinvest it. You go give to charity. Now the money is good.
Well, listen, we thank you so much. I could I could sit here and just keep going, but I just want people to know where to reach you, how to get your book, products, your everything.
Yes. So you can follow me on my IG, which is _Sabrina Wright. Go to my YouTube channel. I have a host of videos about money and manifestation at Sabrina Wright. I'm Sabrina Wright on Facebook. You can download my books from your iTunes store, from your Apple iPhone, your Google Play store. You can get them on Amazon, Books A Mill. You can even go to my website, sabrinawright.org, and get whatever you need.
And can you do one more thing for me? Mm-hmm. Can you say your name again? Say Moving Target is the only move.
My name is Sabrina Wright, and Moving Target is the only move.